I never expected a silent little girl to change my life. The room was full of laughter, music, and expensive decorations, yet one child stood completely still, smiling without hearing a single sound. Everyone believed money could solve every problem, but what happened that afternoon proved that the greatest miracles sometimes come from simple kindness, not wealth. By the end of this story, one small act from a single father would leave an entire room in tears. Some moments don't need words to become unforgettable. Sometimes, the smallest gift carries the biggest hope. Emily Harrison was one of the richest women in America. She built a technology company worth billions, owned luxury homes across the country, and seemed to have everything anyone could dream of. But every evening, after the meetings ended and the cameras disappeared, she sat beside her 8-year-old daughter, Lily, wishing money could buy the one thing she wanted most. Lily had been born profoundly deaf. Emily never stopped searching for answers. She hired the best doctors, traveled to famous hospitals, and spent millions on treatments and specialists. Some gave hope. Others quietly admitted there was little they could promise. Lily never complained. She simply smiled, painted beautiful pictures, hugged people tightly, and communicated through sign language. She lived in a peaceful world without sound. One Saturday afternoon, Emily organized a charity family event at a local community center. The goal was simple: raise money for children with disabilities. Wealthy guests arrived wearing expensive clothes, photographers captured every moment, and speeches filled the stage. Near the back of the room sat a single father named Jake. Jake wasn't wealthy. He worked as a mechanic during the week and spent every free moment raising his 6-year-old son, Noah. Years earlier, Jake had served as a Navy SEAL before returning home after injuries ended his military career. Life had become difficult after his wife passed away, but he never allowed hardship to steal his kindness. Noah noticed Lily sitting alone, drawing quietly while everyone else danced. "Dad," Noah whispered, "can I go say hi?" Jake smiled. "Of course. Just be kind." Noah walked over, introduced himself through simple gestures, and within minutes both children were laughing without making a sound. Lily showed Noah her drawings while Noah proudly displayed a small toy airplane from his pocket. Emily watched from across the room. She couldn't remember the last time another child had made Lily smile so naturally. Jake soon joined them. Instead of looking uncomfortable because Lily couldn't hear, he knelt beside her and greeted her using sign language. Emily's eyes widened. "You know sign language?" she asked. Jake nodded. "I learned it during military rescue training. We sometimes communicated silently during missions, and later I volunteered with deaf children while recovering from my injuries." Emily smiled politely but couldn't hide her surprise. The afternoon continued, and conversations filled the hall. Before leaving, Jake reached into his old backpack. "I'd like to give Lily something," he said. Emily hesitated. "You don't have to." "I know," Jake replied gently. "I want to." He carefully pulled out a small, well-used vibration speaker pad. "It isn't expensive," he explained. "My son and I found it at a community technology workshop. It lets someone feel music through vibrations instead of hearing it." Lily looked curious. Jake placed the pad on the table and connected it to a small music player. As soft piano music began, Lily rested her hands on the pad. At first, nothing changed. Then her eyes grew wide. She could feel every beat, every rhythm. Every gentle vibration traveled through her fingertips. She looked at Jake, then at her mother, smiling bigger than Emily had ever seen before. Tears filled Emily's eyes. For the first time, Lily wasn't hearing music. She was experiencing it. She placed both hands against the pad, closed her eyes, and began moving gently with the rhythm she had never known before. The crowded room slowly became silent as guests watched the beautiful moment. Many wiped away tears. Emily hugged her daughter tightly. "I've spent millions searching for something to make her feel connected to music," she whispered. You gave her that with something built by volunteers. Jake shrugged with a warm smile. Sometimes the best gifts aren't the most expensive. They're simply shared with love. The story quickly spread through the community. Local engineers offered to improve the vibration device. Music teachers volunteered to create classes designed for deaf children. Businesses donated supplies. Families across the city joined together to make similar devices for children who had never experienced music in this way. It all began because one father decided to share what little he had. Months later, Emily invited Jake and Noah to visit her office. She thanked him again, but surprised him with something unexpected. "I've decided to fund a national program that provides vibration music technology to deaf children," she said. "But I want you to lead the community outreach." This idea came from kindness, and kindness should remain at its center. Jake was speechless. He had never imagined that one small act could grow into something that would touch thousands of families. Over the following years, children across America smiled as they placed their hands on vibration devices, feeling songs, rhythms, and celebrations they had never experienced before. Parents cried happy tears watching their children dance in their own unique way. Lily never forgot the day she met Jake and Noah. Every birthday afterward, instead of asking for expensive presents, she requested donations to help another deaf child experience music for the first time. Emily often told people the greatest investment she ever made wasn't in technology or business. It was believing in kindness. Jake still fixed cars during the day. Noah grew into a thoughtful young man who always carried an extra toy to give away whenever he met a lonely child. Neither of them thought they were heroes. They simply believed every person deserved compassion. Kindness rarely arrives with flashing lights or grand speeches. Most of the time, it comes quietly through an open heart, a helping hand, or a simple gift offered without expecting anything in return. The world changes not because of the richest people, but because ordinary people choose to care when they have every reason not to. If this story touched your heart, remember that your smallest act of kindness could become someone else's greatest memory. Smile at a stranger, encourage someone who's struggling, or lend a hand when it's needed. You may never fully know how far your kindness will travel, but it always leaves the world brighter than it was before.